Hey folks, this is JR with DIY Prepper, and I wanted to show you a new thing that I picked up to hopefully make my house a little bit more secure and me a little bit less crazy. It is the MyQ Smart Garage Hub by Chamberlain. And basically what it does is it turns most garage door openers that you can buy into ones that can be, or into one that can be controlled by your smartphone. So the benefit of this is I'm kind of crazy, and I'm always worried that I left the garage door open. And there are even times where we get a little ways down the road going somewhere, and we have to turn around because I didn't see the garage door go down and stay down, and my wife gets irritated because we have to turn back, and it's like always shut. So this will help me be a little bit less psychotic. And also, we have been having kind of some issues in our neighborhood and in our town with kind of just like low-level crime, people going into cars that are unlocked, or, maybe busting a window open. Nothing terrible, but the last thing I want to do is leave the garage door open and basically just give people free reign over everything in the garage and in the house. So this will allow me to know if the garage door is open or shut at pretty much any time, and also it'll allow me to open or shut the garage door remotely. So let's dive in. Okay, the first part is the Wi-Fi hub. This will connect to your home's network, and it will also serve as the garage door, the garage door remote. Okay. Next part is the startup guide in here, and then also it has a sticker to let you know that this garage door opener is under the control of Skynet, and it can shut on you at any moment that it wants to. Okay, so it tells you to stick that next to the garage door, little control panel or buttons that you already have in your garage. Okay, the next part is the sensor that goes on the garage door itself to tell this whether or not your garage door is open or shut. And then lastly, we have the power cord. We have a mounting bracket to attach that to the ceiling. And we have hardware to attach the mounting bracket, as well as some adhesive strips to secure the door sensor to your garage door. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out cameras so that you guys can see me set up the Wi-Fi hub so that it'll A, connect to the Wi-Fi, and B, connect to the garage door opener itself. The first thing you need to do is download the MyQ Garage and Access Control app, which you can see here on the left. Once you get the app installed, the next thing that you'll need to do is sign up for an account. After you do that, select Smart Garage Hub from the list of different products that you can set up, and then it'll ask you to check your equipment and tools. You'll need to have the right type of garage door opener. You'll need good Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi password, a ladder, and a drill with a 5/32 drill bit, and a Phillips screwdriver or a impact driver, something like that. After that, plug the Wi-Fi hub into a power outlet, then wait for a blinking blue light that'll tell you that it's ready for the next step. Use the app to scan the serial number on the back of the device, and then it'll ask you if you want MyQ to join the Wi-Fi network MyQ, and then it'll be a number after that. Once that's done, then you can enter in your network credentials to get it on your Wi-Fi. Once it has been connected to the Wi-Fi, a green light will appear. Then it's going to have you start setting up the garage door sensor, so you'll want to pull the tab out of that. Then push the button on the door sensor. A red LED will appear. Then you'll need to pair the Wi-Fi hub and door sensor. To do that, you basically just push a button. After that, you'll need to attach the adhesive strips to the back of your sensor so that you can attach it to your garage door. Once those adhesive strips are applied, clean off where you're going to be mounting that on the garage door with some sort of a cleaner to get any grease or dust or anything like that off of there, and then just put it up there. You'll need to make sure, though, that it's facing the correct direction. The letters on the door sensor need to be right side up. Otherwise, the door sensor will not work properly. Once you have the door sensor mounted to your garage door, then it'll be time to pair your Smart Garage Hub to your garage door motor. Start off by selecting the brand of your garage door motor. Then it'll give you a compatibility notice that not all garage door motors will work with the Smart Garage Hub. It'll make multiple attempts, but it might not be able to, and if that is the case, then you can use the hub to check if your door is open or closed. You just cannot use the hub as a way to control your garage door. Next, find the Learn, Code, or Program button on your garage door motor. Different ones say different things, but after you find it, climb up on a ladder and push the button. Then the hub and garage door motor will attempt to pair. And when the pairing is successful, the garage door will move on its own. I was just standing there waiting, and when that garage door just randomly started opening, I nearly peed myself because it scared me half to death. But that's how you know it works. When the garage door opens or moves, then you know that everything has been paired correctly. It'll ask you to name your garage door. Okay, and that brings to the next step, which is install a second sensor if you have one. After you get the sensor and the hub paired and the hub paired with your garage door, now you need to actually mount the hub. And you need to find a place that is 6 feet above the ground, probably on the ceiling, within 5 feet of an AC outlet, because that's about how long the cord is. And the hub and the light needs to be visible at all times. The light is a safety feature so that when the garage door starts to close, it is a warning to people that could be underneath it, especially kids. And they recommend that you install it at least 4 feet away from metal objects. I used the cord kind of as a reference for how long or where exactly I could place the hub. I plugged the cord in, stretched it out, and then just found a place that worked, that kind of met as many of those criteria that I just mentioned as possible. After you find out your location, put the mounting bracket on the ceiling, use a pencil to mark the holes, drill your holes, punch in the wall anchors, and then use a screwdriver or some other tool and the included screws to mount the mounting bracket onto your ceiling. After you have the bracket up there nice and tight, slide the hub onto the bracket and it should kind of click in place. Then plug it in, and if there's any extra cord that could be hanging, just kind of wrap that around the bracket and out of the way. It saves you from having to use a zip tie or something like that. And then a solid LED will turn on, and then you're good to go. And you should be able to use the Smart Hub to open and shut your garage door. So overall, I'm a huge fan of the MyQ Smart Garage Hub. It's awesome being able to open and shut your garage door from anywhere, and it's also very nice to be able to tell if your door's shut, if it's open, how long it's been that way. But one area that I think is a potential weak spot in the system is the door sensor. Since I've had it, and I've been using it for a couple weeks now, it took me a little while to get the video together after I first installed it. I've had a couple of situations where it said that the door was up, but it was not, and it was an issue with the sensor. That thing, when it has a low battery or maybe some other type of problem, it can give false readings where it says that the door is open. So if that happens, do something like change the battery. I took mine off, kind of shook it a little bit. I'm not sure about internally how that thing works, but I was thinking maybe it's probably an accelerometer, kind of like your phone. Maybe since I got such bad humidity here, maybe just jostle it loose and that could help. And it does a pretty good job most of the time, but it can be very nerve-wracking if you think that your door's up when it's not. So as an extra layer of insurance, I went ahead and I got a Ring stick-up cam for my garage, which I'll show you guys in another video. But if you guys like the video, the installation instructions helped you, or if you just like the review, please click like and subscribe. I hope to see y'all back. Thank you.